Hello guys, Charles here and welcome back to my channel. So we've talked a lot recently about the pentatonic scale, and I've shown you a couple of ways of playing the pentatonic scale 3 notes per string. We also discussed how to get the pentatonic scale to fit different chord types. However, we can also use the pentatonic scale, as we can with any scale, to construct harmony and chords. And there's 3 ways that I tend to do this, 3 places that I tend to use the pentatonic scale unmodified to build harmony. So I thought I'd share those with you today so that we keep our study of pentatonics quite well rounded, because of course it's not just a lead device, it's also used for harmony. So I remember figuring this one out for myself when I was probably about 15 or something like that, and realising after a few years of playing the pentatonics that actually it sounds quite good when you play several notes at the same time, and I thought I was some sort of Einstein musical genius. But of course it turns out that lots of other people figured this stuff out as well. And I was using this all the time back then, but even now in slightly more complicated music compared to what I was playing in my teens, I use these sounds an awful lot of the time. And actually they're commonly a preference of mine to use these sounds because they're nice and open and give us really nice voicings. So the first chord that I like to use the pentatonics on is just the 1 chord. So let's say we're in the key of B flat. Let's do all these in B flat today. So B flat major is G minor. So I'm just in what I call position 1 of the minor pentatonic there. So in the key of B flat, what we can do is we can just take any combination of those notes and either add the bass note B flat ourselves, or of course the bass player could be playing it. But I could take, for example, if I just descend the scale and keep a few notes, I might keep that G and I might go something like that. And then if I can add the B flat at the bottom, gives me a really nice B flat voicing, which is slightly unique, slightly different. So what's actually going on there? Well, I've got 2 Fs, so it's like a B flat 5, which gives me that nice hollowness. And then I've got C, which is at my 9, or my 2, and then I've got the 6 on the top, G. So that's like a B flat 6-9 chord without a third. I can get the third by simply taking my little finger off here. I can go and use this voicing. So I'm going to bar across the 3rd fret, have my ring finger there on the 5th fret of the G string with this voicing, and I can add B flat on the bottom there. So simply using that G minor pentatonic or B flat major pentatonic over a B flat, I get a really nice voicing. Let's try another one. So what if I wanted a lower voicing? Well, let's try D, F, C. Another nice voicing. What if I wanted to go into the 2nd position? So I could have this, and somehow get my B flat at the top. Again, the bassist would be playing that, but I can play this over the top. Another nice voicing. So whenever there's 1 chord, I can simply play some sort of pentatonic cluster of the major pentatonic, or if you prefer to think of it as the relative minor pentatonic. So I can just muck around with voicings within that pentatonic scale, and they're always going to sound good on a 1 chord. So just something like as simple as this. Nothing groundbreaking there, but you're going to get some nice sounds. So another chord that this works really nicely on, of course, is the relative minor. So in this case, G minor. So we're playing G minor pentatonic, so that makes sense. So we can start to look for some other ideas within this scale. So we might try a kind of 2 notes at a time idea, a bit of movement. That basic G minor chord's in there. G minor 7's in there. We could have G minor 7 with the little finger. We could have the 11 in there, G minor 11. these sounds that just currently live in there. We don't need to add anything. And it gives us this kind of minor but, I don't know, slightly melancholy sound. I don't know, that's kind of the best word I can use to describe it. It gives us quite a melancholy sound to the chord. So the final chord type I use this on a lot is the 4 chord. Now the 4 isn't actually in the scale. If we take a B flat major pentatonic, we've got 1, 2, 3, B flat C, D, then 5, 6, back to 1. So there isn't actually any 4 in there. However, if we add the 4 in, again, either the bassist does it or we can add it in ourselves, it can sound really nice. So if I go back to this kind of B flat 6 voicing, so by simply moving my middle finger here from B flat on the 6th fret of the E string to E flat on the 6th fret of the A string, we get this voicing. So here's B flat 6 to E flat. Nice sound there. So that's kind of like a major 9. And again, if I just muck around with my pentatonic and add an E flat in the bass there, or up here, or up here. All these nice voicings available to us. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show you today. We've got chord 1, chord 6 and chord 4, which are particularly effective when used with the minor pentatonic to construct harmony. Due to the construction of the pentatonic scale in 4ths and 5ths, we end up with this nice wide sound, this open sound to the harmony. Lots of 6s and lots of 9s in there as well, which gives a really nice colour to all of the chords. So next time you're reading some changes and you see 1 chords, 4 chords and 6 chords, try out the simple minor pentatonic. As I keep trying to emphasise in these pentatonic videos, I was under the impression that once I started looking into jazz and fusion that I was kind of done with the pentatonic. I've done my rock stuff now and I've upgraded to 7, 8 and 9 note scales. That's not the way this works at all. We actually want to keep things as open and sparse as possible because music's all about space just as much as it is about how many notes you can cram into each bar. So we want lots of space in our playing, and the pentatonic scale is a great way to naturally give us that. It's also a very comfortable sound for people to listen to because most music that we've listened to growing up, most pop music, most rock music, most jazz and blues music is based on the theory of the pentatonic scale. So it's a very familiar, comforting sound to listen to. So I hope you found those ones useful. Please do leave me a comment down below with anything else you'd like to see covered on this channel. If you did find this video helpful, please do give it a like, subscribe, do that notification bell, and share with any of your friends who might benefit from this idea as well. And as always, I hope you're all doing very well, getting plenty of practice in, and I very much look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.
Roll up, let me embed a story you'll never forget. A drip, drip, but drowning in debt now. You can't buy your way out, and I heard you find it difficult to cope.